I'm Sabrina Samuels, your lifestyle, etiquette, and relationship coach. You know, life is really beautiful when we make it that way. So let's get started. Welcome back to my show. I'm Sabrina Samuels, and I thank you for tuning in. You're fabulous. Never forget that. And remember, hard work, perseverance, stick-to-itiveness, good mindset will continue to move forward at the top. You know, I was thinking, there's so many things going on in the world today, all over the world. There's so much going on. And yet I still want and desire to be positive. Every day I cut on the news or look at social media, and there's more negative information being disseminated than positive. At least as I scroll through, that's what I'm seeing. And I just don't choose to focus on that all the time, because when you do, when I do, when we do, we upset our mindset and we don't even know we're doing it. You see, the mind is like a sponge. It takes on any and everything that enters into it. The mind will take it on. It will decide whether it wants to keep it or not, and depending on what your primary thought pattern is what your mind will receive. If your thought pattern is more positive than negative, then when you receive positive information, it will settle into the subconscious mind, keeping you more positive, keeping you stronger in that mindset. If you allow negative information to feed your subconscious mind all the time with all the different things going on, then your mindset will attract and latch onto it, and you wonder why every morning you get up, you can't put on your positive information because you're inundated with the negativity, and it feeds you. I know it's true because I have done it repeatedly, and I have to catch myself before I wreck myself. When I look at all the negativity going on, I tend to have a down day. My day is not as productive and as positive and as happy as I could make it because I'm constantly thinking about all the crap that went into my mind. Sometimes we have to let it go. We just have to let it go. We have to say, you know, I've had enough of this information today, and let it go. I have certain times of the day when I'll watch the news. After that, I don't watch the news. I have certain times of the day when I will follow my social media. I do like a lot of the podcasters, and, you know, they've got good information. But I only watch a little of that to catch up with what's happening grassroots as well as all over the world. And I let it go. And then I pump myself full of positive affirmations, information, positive thinking, because there's a lot of that out there too, but you have to look for it. And once you start looking for it, great information will pop up. And I have incredible people that I follow that really feed my mind. Feed your mind, feed your body, feed your spirit, feed your well-being with good information. And you can only do that if you focus on it. The mind will pick up whatever you feed it most of the time. If you're constantly thinking about the past negative experiences that you've had, and you can't seem to let that go because you're still holding on to the hurt and pain, then you can't let anything else in. You can't let it in. You have to let go, let God, and mean it. You have to mean it. It's hard work. It's hard work. Don't get it twisted. It's hard work even for me, and I've been doing this for years. But I know what I have to do in order to maintain my youth, my health. Still have issues with the health. We all go through changes with our health. But how do you maintain and still continue a beautiful lifestyle? How do you maintain and continue to help your health get better and not worse. Sometimes people say, well, when you get old, things, no, that's not really true. That's a mindset that we've accepted. As we get older, we actually can get better if you're putting the right information, not only in your mind, but in your body, the right foods, the right nourishment, the right herbs. I study that because I want to be healthy. My mom died when we were young people. Well, I was just graduating from high school. I had 3 siblings under me that were still in school, and my oldest sister was in college. And we had to deal with the sadness of our mom sick, dying of leukemia. That was a very hard hurdle to cross over, but we had to do it if we were going to succeed. And I know that's what my mom would have wanted us to do. But if I continue to hold on to the pain of my mom not being there when I really needed her, then I'll never make it. What I held on to was the fact that when she was there, she gave me the best that she could give me. That's what we need to hold on to. I was talking to a young lady, and she was saying, well, my mom, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. I said, well, I cut her off. I said, wait a minute. Maybe it's because she didn't know. Now you know. You have children. Now you can teach your children, and they will teach their children. We teach what we know. We must understand that we have to change our mindset for good. I listen to people, and they complain about they don't have this, they don't have that. We complain all the time about lack, insecurity, and things that we're lacking and we don't have. Well, that's because we're not bringing it to fruition by thinking about it. You have to see yourself there. You have to see yourself successful. You cannot see yourself successful for 5 minutes and then for the next 5 hours you're tripping and dipping on the wrong information. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about all the hurt and pain that you went through. Do you know hurt and pain are the very items that catapult you to success? Most of the people that I know who are successful, and I read about them, I don't know them personally, have had catastrophes in their life. They've had things that have happened to them that could have destroyed them literally, but they chose to think different, to master that outcome with positive information, with positive stick-to-itiveness direction. And that's what I chose to do in my 20s. I wasn't as good in my 20s as I am now because it's a learning experience. And when you become a mature human being, you're still learning. It never changes. You're learning until you're 6 feet under. So I really hope that you will be able to let go of some of this negativity that's going on in the world and replace it with positive. When we see this negative stuff going on, we have to, at least this is what I do. Divine order, dear God. Divine order, dear God. Keep my mind straight. Keep my mind on you, Father. Help me to see clearly. Help me to see through this. Help me to know what I need to do to make it a better place. Divine order. And I just chant those words in my head until I get rid of that negative thought pattern. And it slowly goes away, and then the positive starts coming back. And because that's what primarily occupies my mind, it's easier to get to it than it used to be. I have shared with clients information that is very valuable. And most of my clients, they are already astute when they call me. So they are ready for change. They're ready to move forward because they have to pay for it. So they're going to take it seriously. You have to change your thought pattern in order to achieve what you want to achieve. And there are people who are very wealthy who are lost. You hear about people who are on drugs and who overdose and who are not happy in their marriage, etc. And that's because getting to where you want to be in life with your success and with your careers is one thing, but enjoying it is another. Some people have it all. Look, I live at the top by the grace of God. By the grace of God, my husband and I have done well, but it did not come without extreme adversity. It did not come without obstacles, but we chose to get on our knees and ask God to help us and to stumble through it the best way we could. And every time you get a glimpse of good, you grab it. You grab it and start putting out that darkness and put the light back in. Start cutting on the lights in your mind, the lights of positivity. It's so important that you do that, ladies and gentlemen, and we can do it with our mind. That's on the next edition. Until next time, I'm Sabrina Samuels, wishing you love, peace, happiness, and our Heavenly Father God, His divine order. God is in charge. He gives us free will, free thought, and we must use it correctly. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.